Messages from Heaven by Jaynee. This is the news. Uh, it's not not good. Okay. I'm using my cell phone. My um, other thing isn't working right. Tablet. Um, okay. This is kind of the world news. The world is a mess. There's fighting going on in Africa, not all of Africa, just I think in Sudan, and I think there are problems in, what do you call it, the middle, right in the middle. But Sudan is really terrible right now. Kids are dying. Um, it's, let me get a tissue. It's horrific. Um, I think there are problems in Gaza, but the problems in Gaza have more to do with Hamas. I don't trust any numbers that they give. And I don't know what they're doing. I mean, they are always funneled a lot of money. And they have in the past used it on themselves. They live well, other than living in, I guess, when they weren't living in tunnels or killing people. Um, let's see. Okay, news. The um, anger and very nasty, malicious behavior has spread across the world, really, from um, the yellow or the orange Julius, which is a drink that used to be in the malls. That was orange juice mixed with ice cream, and it really tasted good. Um, it's hot up here, so I have the fan on. It's blowing my little bit of hair around. So that's spread across the world, and now there has been a mass shooting at a synagogue in Australia. There have been things happen in Great Britain. There was a boy, I don't think he was quite a teenager yet. Um, Israel has stuff going on with Hamas, kids, killing people. Um, it's awful. Um, I am 78, so I was alive when Eisenhower was the president. And I have never lived under a dictatorship. It is now, we now are living in the United States under a dictatorship. And it seems as though there are dictatorships, well, there have been in South America. Um, yeah, yeah, I am a granny. Um, thank you for, I am okay. I'm really doing great. For an old lady, I'm doing great. I had that fusion surgery on my back, and I've just been out walking. So I've done great. Um, Jesus is a great guy. He is oops, he's a great guy. I'm knocking stuff down. My desk is full of stuff. So yeah, we live in a dictatorship. He's taken a lot of stuff on his own. He knocked down a whole part of the East Wing. He knocked down of the White House. He didn't get permits. He didn't do what you're supposed to do. You have to get approval when you own a property in the United States that's really old, like from 1900. You have to watch out, because if the historical organizations have named it as a historical building, you can only do what they tell you can do. You can't just knock things down. You can't paint it pink, you know. I mean, there's a lot you can't do. You have to follow the rules. Oh, thank you so much. Wow, really nice of you. Um, so things, because GOP cheated, and they took over. They apparently, well, it used to be, honestly, that both parties cheated. Um, I don't know how the Democrats stopped, but I do remember that they cheated during John Kennedy's election, and it seems as though he wasn't really elected in 1960. Nixon was, but they didn't raise a fuss, which is interesting and amazing. Um, oh, I'm great. Um, they let Kennedy become the um, the president, which is what they did this time, because there was a lot of cheating, really heavy duty cheating, from the stuff that that South African guy did up in the sky. I'm sounding like an idiot. I'm sorry. The stuff that he stuck in the sky was able to change a lot of the computers for the election. I know that's a conspiracy theory, and if it's wrong, fine. I don't think so though, because there have been there have been a few court cases where they've shown the numbers are ridiculous, and they don't make sense in blue states. Bluebies, they were Democratic states, the other party. So anyway, he was accepted as the president, which I think should never have happened, but he was. And what he's done now is in the Democratic, in the states that voted in a Democratic, in the Democrat for the Democratic Party, he's been sending, not the other ones, he's been sending troops and those people from home. I'm going to say Home Depot, but they're not. They're from a department in the federal government where they take anybody, and some of them have guns, some of them don't. They've been harassing anybody who has darker skin, not people who are really dark, like African people or black people. No, they're anybody who has this color skin, like that, like my desk. They're getting picked on. If they're American citizens, tough luck. You'll just have to bring out your papers at some later date. You know, they they pull people out of cars, break the windows, uh, put in tear gas. Sorry if they're kids. So what? They get sick. That's what they do, and pull out fathers, mothers. You know, they're they put when they came in about a month ago. Um, Came down on a ceiling or the roof of a building in Chicago, and then went through the building and tied the little kids' hands. Like, I don't know what they thought. Were they going to send them to a prison in El Salvador? What? Little kids. They tied them up, and they took the parents. If the parents didn't have papers, they took them. They take people. There's no court. Some people, they leave in places in the United States which are horrendous. And then there's a prison in Salvador where they take them, or South Salvador. And that's really horrible. It's meant to hold people till they die. And they built it for the people who ran the drugs and ran the group selling, bringing in and selling the drugs in their country, and it's bad. I mean, it's really bad. They have these groups where they kill people, and they're really dangerous. They're very much like terrorists, and so they just throw them in there. But the people that are being picked up in our country because they're the wrong color are being thrown in there too. And they're not people who have committed crimes. There are a few, like in every bunch, there are a few who have. But mainly, no, they haven't. They sent a woman who was in her 70s back to India. I mean, I'm telling you, they're just grabbing people. They knew that that particular woman had been here and wasn't legal, hadn't applied for citizenship and whatever, you know. So they arrested her, kept her in a jail, and sent her back to, I think she lived in India, but I think she lived at, I want to say the Punjab, but I don't think so, because isn't that isn't it the other country, Pakistan? And she was Indian. I don't know, but so we've got that, and we are basically attacking Venezuela. Why? Why? Our great ruler does not like the guy who's running it. He was elected. Our great ruler doesn't like him, doesn't want him. Like, we don't vote for people in Venezuela. It's a sovereign nation. Um, Whether we like what he's doing or not, he's just doing it. Most Americans do not like it, do not want it. Most Americans do not like these ICE people running around. They did shoot people, but also just grabbing them and taking them to prisons. We don't like it, but we don't have any say. So we've got that. We've got the Venezuela thing. They stole one of the boats that was full of oil. We don't even want their oil. We've got plenty of oil. We don't want it. Why is he taking it? I don't know. I know that he wants the what do you call it? It's the stuff that they have underground, the minerals and stuff. But I think the main thing is he personally doesn't like this person. He likes the guy who's running Argentina, and I thought he said he was trying to give Argentina 40 million or $40 billion. It's our money, Americans' money. Um, I thought he was giving it to the government there. No, he was giving it to his buddies who run companies in Argentina. My money going to them. Okay, I'm happy for my money to go to people who are hungry or can't, whatever. I mean, I'm happy we have welfare programs. I have friends who are disabled, and now they have to face starvation. Well, they can't. Their food allotment went down. Their money went down. He stole them. Well, I want to say he stole. He took the money. It was cut because it was taken. Money was taken from there to give a big tax cut to buddies. Um, oh, I'm a Democrat, sweetie, and hi to Russia. Um, I have relatives who are still there in Russia. I just don't know who they are. My cousin used to go wear 3 dresses at one time so she could give them, give them clothing. It looked like she was just heavy. Um, it was very difficult in the 50s. That's what I mean. I'm old, so that I remember that. Um, what else about my country? We've got we've got troops in San Francisco, just with standing by government buildings. Um, our great leader thinks that they are keeping the cities safer. They're not doing anything to keep them safer or anything. They're in what do you call it? Louisiana, in not San Diego, in Louisiana, in I can't think, the most, one of our really famous cities. It's really a small city. Um, I can't think of the name. Um, it's often whenever there are movies about uh, werewolves and you know uh, bloodsuckers. They always live in New Orleans. So they have troops there, but the governor of the state is a Republican, so he says they're helping. They have a lot of crime there. It's I mean, people are drunk. I was there, and when people are drunk, they're more likely to commit crimes because their inhibitions are wiped out by the alcohol. People literally walk around. They get alcohol or drinks from a bar and then walk around the city. There is a lot to see. It's a very fun city. Wonderful music and lots of stuff, really fun stuff. The food is fabulous and the music is to die for. It's really wonderful. I would go again. Um, it was really fun. The only thing it does tell you something, Harry, that's my husband of 61 years. We went to the zoo and got there, and there were bullet holes in the sign. It really is a conservative, crazy state where there used to be um, slavery, and some people there still think there should be, and there are a lot of guns there, which probably is a lot of why it's so dangerous and why there's so much crime. When you have guns, people use them. We have a lot of you find a lot of shootings at bars Friday and Saturday night. Why? Because people take their guns, they drink, they get in fights, and then they shoot the other person. But also, we've been having a lot of when there are affairs, people make in their backyards or a park nearby. We've been having young people come and just shoot. So maybe don't come here until that gets you know sorted out. It's a craziness that's gotten worse and worse. So what else is happening here? So people used to get whatever. They would be able to go to the store and buy food, and it was paid for by the government, and now they're getting less. Um, I think that he's cut back. I think he stopped the breakfast for kids, and it's up to the states if the states are going to do it. Because kids were able to come in and have their breakfast in their not first class, it's like pre-first class, they would get it. Um, there's a tremendous difference in schools here between the well-to-do neighborhoods and the poor neighborhoods. Big. Parents pay extra in the neighborhoods where they do. Yeah, I have one granddaughter in the city school that has no extras, and one in a suburban school that does. Yeah. Um, okay, what else? What else? Other news? Well, our fearless leader stuck his name on two different things so far. One is big concert hall in Washington, and he just stuck his name on the top. You have to get the okay for that too. You're really not allowed to just do it, even though that's not a historical building. Um, I'm waiting for the guy to die. I mean, you're not supposed to wish ill on people, but a lot of us, more like 70% of the United of Americans here are looking for him to leave in one way or another. This is horrendous. Every single day, there is something that is upsetting and aggravating. He has sent troops and tried to hurt people in what I said were the blue states, not the red states. Those are the states with his kind of people. And of course, we had Jeffrey Epstein. And there was another one too, which I didn't know about. Another person who another man who ran a modeling agency who did the same thing that Jeffrey Epstein did. But Jeffrey Epstein was making his money from that, and yeah, and he was making it from that and blackmailing. I did talk to him because I can talk to spirits. Um, I'm a Democrat, sweetie. That's what I said here. Yeah. Um, I don't blame the Russians for what Trump is doing because you don't get to vote. I mean, you get to vote, but it's like not exactly a real vote. You don't hardly get to demonstrate. You get shot. They were they were jailing everybody for a while when people were demonstrating in Russia. Um, so we have Jeffrey Epstein, and they've well. The thing is that our great leader has been disregarding laws left and right. See a law, I don't like it, don't follow it. Um, he's been doing that since he sent a bunch of people to El Salvador when he wasn't supposed to fly them out. Well, he actually has been breaking laws way before that. But um, I'm crazy with Trump, yes. Yeah, it's really aggravating. It's depressing, living with that. You never know what's going to happen. Um, it's, I mean, the, we were supposed to have a lot of wind things, put up. And they were sitting there, and he vetoed it. So he stopped it from happening. We need that. We need to stop using oil and gas. It helps. So the wind power is great. It's all over Europe. You go there and you see these huge things. Not windmills. I mean, they are windmills, I guess, but not the little windmills that used to see in Hans Christian Andersen. Not that. These are great big things, like I mean, like tall as maybe the oh goodness, uh, hmm, the Washington Monument, like that kind of tall, or huge buildings in Japan or China, real tall. Same thing in New York, real tall. Um, yeah. What else? Jeffrey Epstein. We're getting little bits of papers that have emails on them, and a lot blacked out, pages blacked out. He had he had people. I don't know how many, like 90 people working from. You're not ever supposed to do this. The what do you call them? One of the big agencies, the FBI. He had them working to take his name out, or people that he knew, take them out and black out anything to do with them. They missed a little bit, and so I guess a little more is known. You really do know. I mean, if you look at him, he likes young girls. He walked in. He purposely had one of the pageants. He paid for it, and so they were teenagers, that young, like 12 to I guess it was 15 or 16, and he would walk in purposely when they weren't dressed to see them naked. We're not talking just in underwear. I mean, he was looking specifically for naked, and talking about his daughter when his daughter were young. Was He still talks about having sex with her, with his daughter. What else? He's well, he was. There was a case against him for having raped a 13-year-old. She pulled. She twice or three times she tried it, and she was threatened with death. And if you think that his group are kidding about death, no, that's the group that Nancy what's her name? Nancy from the Democrats, Nancy Pelosi. It's not that. It's a long name. They conked her husband over the head with the hammer. He's still alive. They were able to keep him alive, but you know, um, they killed Jeffrey Epstein. I don't know about what's her name. The one in Australia. Because yeah, I do talk to spirits, and I did talk to her. She said she was murdered, but I don't know. Later on, another psychic said no, she was not murdered. So who the hell, who knows? I mean, when you talk to spirits, you don't know if you've really gotten the spirit. Well, I don't know. Um, um, that's why you can't really say I talked to the spirit and the spirit said blah 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 blah. Blah. No, mm-mm. Can't do that. Um, I do believe very much in spirits. I've seen them and talked to them. My grandmother's had a comment when I left one from my three little ones, my granddaughters. They said, "Oh, she's a spoiled brat." Um, I was surprised, and well, I didn't think so. But I have seen. I mean, a guy appeared in my living room one day. Um, just like this. Oh, and then he saw me looking at him and got freaked out, and he went away. Also, when my dog passed away, she wanted to know, I talked to her, and she wanted to know, how we were managing and stuff. And I guess she didn't trust me because I was laying on the sofa, and there she is. She was an apparition. She wasn't, I mean, she had passed away, but she was a German Shepherd, and they are like, I must know, are you okay? I have to know because I can't move on until I know that you are okay. So she checked and I said she could move on. German Shepherds are really incredible. I'm sure other dogs are like that too, depending, on what they inherited, because so many dogs are mixed. She wasn't pure German Shepherd, just like my grandpuppy is a Jack Russell, but you can't tell because the other part of her, she looks like the other part, but the Jack Russell is actually her personality. I think her mom was a Jack Russell, so she's like always running around, nervous and barky, um, stinky. Um, I'm not sure I can think of anything else that's going on. I mean, the money in the United States is very tight. I mean, we're in a depression or recession. Everything costs a lot of money. Everything has mostly doubled. Used to cost like $100 for 100 and something for food for two people and a dog. Now it's two something. Um, what else? It is everything is going up, and when I hear our dear leader saying it's going down, he's just gaslighting. It's not down. Oh, I've talked for too long. I'm going to have to cut it off. Thank you for watching. Um, I haven't been here for a month, and I'm trying to see what I want to do. Okay. Thank you very much for watching. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Bye-bye now. Uh, okay, that's not going to work. Share with your audience. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. I'm done. I don't even know how to get it off. Oh, gee. There. Yeah. There. Yeah.